Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you've ever found yourself just staring at that upload screen, completely wondering why some content absolutely skyrockets, while others just stall out, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're digging straight into the source material to uncover the actual, real-world analytics platforms that drive some of the absolute biggest channels on the planet.
Okay, let's dive into this. 100 million. That is the massive number we are zeroing in on today. It's kind of the ultimate hook, right? The holy grail of content creation, getting 100 million views on a single piece of content. Now, for most of us, that number seems, frankly, mathematically impossible. It's like trying to win the lottery every single week. But what if it wasn't just random luck? What if there was a precise, data-backed science to hitting this number over and over again?
Well, that brings us to this powerful quote from our source material. This explainer is essentially a direct peek behind the curtain of a billionaire creator's playbook. Specifically, we're going to be analyzing the foundational logic behind an analytics platform called ViewStats. Look, this isn't about just blindly guessing what the algorithm wants anymore. It's about seeing the raw, unfiltered data that proves exactly what audiences are actually clicking on right this very second.
So, here's our roadmap for unpacking the mechanics of audience growth today. We'll start with the 100 million view secret, then exploring ViewStats free tools. After that, spotting viral video outliers. Then we get into mastering thumbnails and tests. And finally, automating your content strategy.
All right, let's kick things off with part 1, the 100 million views secret.
But to really grasp that secret, we actually need to jump straight into part 2, exploring ViewStats free tools.
You know, for years, platform growth has been framed as this super frustrating guessing game. You make something, you cross your fingers, and you just pray the algorithm favors you. But the secret to 100 million views? It completely flips that script. To replace that guessing game with hard data, we first have to map the landscape. Let's say a channel is just popping off, right? Getting a billion views a month. Without context, a billion views sounds like guaranteed absolute success. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that simply having a billion views isn't the full story. If those views are coming entirely from short-form, swipe-based content where attention is super fleeting, that is a completely different audience relationship than a billion views generated from highly retained, deeply engaging long-form content. Being able to actually distinguish between those two, it's absolutely crucial for understanding a channel's true strategy.
And then there's this number, 4 out of 10. If you are a creator, you know exactly what this means, and it probably gives you a little anxiety. Historically, that out of 10 ranking for a launch's performance was a metric hidden deep inside a creator's private back-end studio. If you wanted to know how well a competitor's launch performed out of 10, you simply couldn't. It was locked away. But with this new public access to data, you can actually see the precise launch ranking of literally any video on the entire platform. That is wild.
By utilizing a free browser extension, creators are now accessing a real-time, daily viewership overlay right next to the content they're watching. They can literally hit a button to compare it against their own channel's recent performance, or even track the top 50 most viewed uploads from the previous day, week, or year. It's a real game changer. It allows creators to find inspiration, spot collaboration opportunities, and analyze their competitors without ever having to leave the interface.
Moving right along to part 3, spotting viral video outliers. To find these advanced insights, the playbook goes even deeper into back-end technology that tracks platform-wide data. We are talking about systems that literally cost millions of dollars to operate. So let's look at a scenario here. Imagine a channel with 10,000 subscribers. Their first upload gets 100 views. Second one gets 100 views. But then, their fourth upload suddenly explodes and gets 100,000 views. So you have to ask yourself, why did that specific fourth piece of content get 1,000 times more views than the channel's average? Spoiler alert, it didn't just go viral randomly.
Notice how an outlier is defined here. Something about its title, its thumbnail, or its core concept was so universally appealing that it just completely shattered the channel's normal ceiling. So the crucial point is that identifying these outliers actually stops you from relying on random luck. Instead of just throwing spaghetti at the wall and guessing what goes viral, you can look at a massive database of proven concepts that have already overperformed for other creators. And the platform allows you to hunt these down with laser precision. Just look at these robust search filters. You can literally tell the software, hey, I only want to see outliers that have over 1 million views from channels with at least 100,000 subscribers that performed 10 times better than that channel's baseline average, and oh yeah, all within the last 90 days. Boom! Within seconds, you have a highly curated list of proven viral ideas to brainstorm from. It's like having a cheat code.
That brings us to part 4, mastering thumbnails and tests.
Because let's be honest, a brilliant concept means absolutely nothing if the viewer just scrolls right past it. Let's roleplay for a quick second. Say you're a farmer and you want to make content about your tractor. How do you make a tractor clickable? Well, with the thumbnail search tool, you can type in something highly descriptive like a person standing next to a tractor and hit enter. Instantly, you see every single successful thumbnail out there matching that exact description. You can immediately find inspiration on camera angles, sizing, and contrast to make your tractor look as engaging as humanly possible.
And this brilliantly illustrates the real magic here: A/B testing. The platform allows creators to actually test multiple thumbnails to see which one viewers click on the most. Check this out. Creator Ryan Trahan tested 3 different concepts for an airline video. Ultimately, the economy versus first class split screen won. But what's absolutely incredible is that you can see this result without having to run the test yourself. In fact, our source noted that they ran a nearly identical test a full year prior and they got the exact same winning result.
You can search these A/B tests for literally any niche. Say you're a Minecraft creator. You can look up a channel like Preston, who tested a Blood Blaze concept against a Forgotten Sun concept. The data shows Forgotten Sun was the clear winner. By leveraging other people's A/B test data, you are saving yourself thousands of hours and potentially millions of dollars in personal testing. You are basically learning from their expensive trial and error for free.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our final section, automating your content strategy.
Having access to all this raw data is amazing for sure, but it can be super overwhelming if you don't have a system in place. You don't want to spend all day just staring at spreadsheets, right? You want to actually make things. This is where you turn those software features into an actionable, automated checklist. Let's say you know you're going to build a giant treehouse later this year. You can set an alert for the specific keyword "I built," set a threshold for over 1 million views on long-form content, and then just walk away. The system will instantly notify you anytime a piece of content anywhere on the platform meets that exact criteria. It keeps you totally updated on niche trends in real time without you having to live glued to your screen.
Finally, you tie the whole shebang together with collections. Whenever you find a brilliant outlier, or maybe an A/B test that sparks a fresh idea, or an alert triggers a brand new trend, you just save it right into a custom collection. It becomes this centralized workspace where all your data-driven research lives. It essentially transforms passing everyday inspiration into a concrete, highly organized strategy for your next upload.
We've seen the exact metrics, the hidden A/B tests, and the automated tools that top creators use to engineer their success. It's just a completely different way of looking at the creation process. So I'll leave you with this one thought. With all this precision data now right at your fingertips, showing you exactly what audiences actually want to watch and click, why would you ever leave your